Right, in the pond, wetsuit on, 4.5 degrees, patio heater on, getting about 15 degrees in this area, about 12 over here, and then down to 10 there. So as I said in my last video, I'm going to hook up another little heater and some insulation cover in a minute, but I just thought I'd show you, explain how I got on with this. Yeah, so I literally got it all taut over there, marked in from the edge of the glass. So I had a 50mm overhang, 45mm, run a level line down. Same with that one, run a level line down at 45mm in. Measured from there, 550, and the same there, and then run a level line across. To trim a little bit off this one after I'd taken the initial bit away. So yeah, I think it's better to maybe, if I did it again, I'd probably cut there. Do you know what I mean? The first time, take that bit away, and then you can really see where you need to cut more accurately. I did it alright, but if I was doing it again, I think that's what I'd do. You can only cut it once, can't you, really? You don't want to balls it up. And then yeah, I used just over 2 tubes of that gold label. I just put a load of it in there, 3 real thick lines all the way down, all the way across, all the way back up. And then just, my method for smudging it in was to get halfway. So if that's the 50mm there, put your thumb halfway and smudge that bit in first, and then work your thumb out that way and that way, just to get the big. And I was just working it until it, can you see it? Just until it comes out of the front like that, all the way around. It's difficult to see, it's black, you know. Smudged it all up there. It's pretty good. I had a bit of a crease there, so I thought I'll pull it apart and pump a bit more silicone down there. And when I pulled it apart, you can see why it's so good, this stuff. It's like, it's almost like a rubber silicone. Yeah, I'm glad I used this instead of CT1, you know, because I've had the both now. I've had this gold label, gold seal, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. Gold label. And I used the CT1 for this side to bond it to the brick. I reckon that this gold label stuff is, just from the texture of it, it's definitely better for this liner to go to there. It just feels more like a rubber than a silicone sealant, if that makes sense. Anyway, tried all last night to find a set of waders so I wouldn't have to get in here. Couldn't find a set for sale anyway, so wetsuit on, not too bad. It's a winter wetsuit, so feels thick. I've been in here about 45 minutes now. So I think for the skimmer box that's behind there, I think I'm going to fill the water up a bit more, just to the bottom of that, like I've done with the window, just so it spreads out, and then cut the skimmer in, just to prevent the risk of, you know, any stretching at all. You know, I don't want to cut it now, screw it back, and then as the pond fills up it pulls it, you know. So yeah, not sure if that makes sense to me to do it like that. Got the pump in down there. I didn't switch it on last night, because once I switch it on at this time of year, it's got to stay on, so I thought just leave it for now. Didn't want to be in here with it splashing around. Plenty in there, plenty over the top. Right, I get to work on this Celotex box I'm going to make now to try and warm this up for the next 24 hours. Back in a bit. Mishmash, but this is what I was kind of describing in my last video. I've got some Celotex. I created a box held away from the glass with that piece. Left some air gaps, don't want to get too hot in there. Oh, I can feel that air coming out of there, the warm air coming out of there. I haven't taken this bit down yet so I could show you. A small little 500 watt heater in there. Got a little temperature probe. What is it, 5.2? Stick in this little air gap here. Heater's been on for a few minutes. 10 minutes maybe. Oh look, up to 10 degrees. As long as it's 10, I'm happy. It's like Barbados in there, mate. Got a little for a 500 watt heater, it's kicking out some heat, look. Take a while to warm up in there. It's 9.6 on that block now. Yeah. Yeah. 14.2. 11.9. It's going to be coldest over there, isn't it? That bottom corner, 10.3. Right down in that corner. I'm happy with that. I'll tape all this cover on. And then I'll come back out in 20 minutes and double check. I might turn the thermostat down a little bit because it feels boiling in there. Turn that off. Yeah, good stuff. I'm just going to end today's video with a little pH test of my tap water. First time I've used this kit. And then 5 drops of this. One, two, three, four, five. So I reckon it's between 7 and 7.5. Yeah, 7.2, 7.3. Cool. Yeah, I've got that Celotex on and the little heater going. It's between 20 and 30 degrees. I think the lowest reading I was getting right down in the corners, just the furthest point away from the heater, and the lowest point furthest away was like 14, 15 degrees. So I'll just leave that tick over overnight. Check it before I go to bed, just in case the whole garden's on fire. Leave that tick over all night, and the tube of silicone, the Gold Seal says that after, it says 24 hours to cure, but you can paint it after 4 hours. So I think after 12 hours tonight. I think before I go to work in the morning I'll take the heater out, because the air temperature in the day is like between 10, 12 degrees. So by the time it gets to like 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, when the temperature's dropping again, it would have had the 24 hours above 10 degrees. Yeah, all good. Another good day. Catch you later, guys.